Now, from the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, EA Sports coverage of the world of golf brings us to TPC Boston, here in the Boston suburb of Norton. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner, pleased to be joined by Frank Nobilo. Frank, late tea time here this evening. We should have plenty of light to get us through, but tell me what you're going to be watching for today.
Just the round developing, Rich, is the big thing. You know, you've seen how the golf course can play during the course of the day. I don't know, evening light's different too. You know, if we get a good afternoon this afternoon, that flag is just going to stick out. I think it should be tremendous.
So not a whole lot left to go here as he'll set up his second to this par 4. Okay, it's not stone dead, but that's not too bad. A dead-on look here for birdie. Oh, if that's one ball to the right, it's in. Instead, this one singes that left edge. So he'll finish that one off. A good chance for birdie at the first goes by the wayside. It's an opening par. Oh, check that out. It hit the flagstick. What a shot. And that is going to stop stone dead. What a shot that was. Well, don't you love it when all the hard work is done as you walk up to the green knowing you just have to brush this one in, and it is a birdie. No fairway here, this one in that rough. So from the rough, his second here at the fourth. "11 feet away." Oh, boy, you hate to give one back on a putt like that. From just outside of Geneva, Switzerland, EA Sports coverage of the world of golf brings us to scenic Lac Le Mans and the Evian Resort Golf Club. With Frank Nobilo by my side, I'm Rich Lerner. Frank, as weekend golfers know, there's always part of your game that you're focused on. So I'll ask the question, what are you going to be looking at here today?
Tee to green, Rich. I know people always say putting's important. I'm not going to say it's overrated, but tee to green. If you want to play good golf day in, day out, fairways greens. That's the secret.
Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, and it won't be the first player we see go long at this wonderful par 3 second hole. Lake Geneva in the background. A big change in elevation can make it difficult to trust the club.
Yeah, that'll do nicely. Just beyond the hole. Super job there out of the bunker. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. No issues here. That is into the fairway. Iona, a second coming up.
One of the toughest approach shots we'll have here at Evian. On a sloping fairway, we're on the side of the mountain to an elevated green, so really you have to have a high ball flight.
Okay, on the green, but that's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And this is one where you just got to keep the hands and the wrists quiet and get it started online.
I'd call that so-so. I think you'd hope to get that a little closer. So it's another par. That's 4 in a row to start out the round. Solid shot, and sometimes solid throughout the round, will win the day. A lot of movement coming left here. This for birdie. Not quite enough pace on that putt. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par.
That's a pretty good break there to finish up in the first cut. With that ball sitting up fairly well, a lot more options available.
And I don't think we're going to need a rules official for this one. That ball is pretty clearly out of bounds. From scenic Lighthouse Point here on the rugged coast of Maine, this is EA Sports' continuing coverage of the world of golf. Alongside Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner, and partner, you and I have called a lot of rounds of golf through the years. I know there's always something that piques your interest. How about today?
Rich, every day brings you a chance to do something special. And when we get to sit in this perch, that's what I look for. And I don't want to see the head going down. I want to see that every single shot is a chance to do something special. That could be a chip. Maybe the chip goes in. Maybe it's a 30-footer that goes in. Maybe a drive gets rifled down the fairway. Do something special.
Well, this is left all the way. So no fairway to start, but no reason to panic either, Frank.
Oh, no pitches on the scorecard, Rich. Just see what he can do on the hole. Nobody's happy after that shot. Oh, I mean, that was well, one up from disastrous, really.
Oh, yes. Very impressive right there. And that goes down for a birdie. Okay, that'll come to rest on the front portion of the green, and now a fairly long look coming up for birdie. Yeah, that's a pretty good putt, just a little bit off the mark. Safely in for his par, and he'll remain at 1 under through 2 holes of play.
Quite obviously off the tree and into the rough.
Now his second at the par 4 fourth.
That's the benefit of really bombing a tee shot down there. You get a simple little chip, you knock it close, and looks like another birdie.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Oh, very well done there. He's able to drive the green with his tee shot and then drop the putt for an eagle 2. So maybe an opportunity here from just off the front of the green. This is for eagle.
Really, it's a waste after that tee shot. Just very average approach.
We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
That so nearly a birdie, but par is all he'll have to show for it. Nothing to fault there, safely in the fairway. Now, from way down there, a good look at a second to the par 5.
Unlucky on the second shot. I mean, that was hit well, but the slope on that green just draws the ball off the front.
Oh man, absolutely can do no wrong. Dialed in, and that is an eagle, and this is a spectacular round of golf. And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. And that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Okay, so a splash of cold water there, the eagle on the previous hole, but that is followed up with a drop shot here. Okay, that one's dancing. Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
And this is going to need a little push to get it up the slope, but other than that, I don't see a whole lot of left to right in this.
Boy, nothing seems to faze this guy. He's been rock solid all round long, and he comes away with a par. Oh, he's taking a big run at this.
The hard work's coming up. That's a long way away.
Now, to possibly finish this round in grand style, a long look for eagle. A 5-footer now for birdie. Yeah, it's a birdie at the last. And that will write an end to the round here today. Frank, we saw it all today here at the Cliffs at Lighthouse Point. We played about a 700-yard par 5. We're just a few miles from the Pennsylvania state line at famed Wilmington Country Club in Wilmington, Delaware, for this edition of EA Sports PGA Tour Golf. With Frank Nobilo by my side, I'm Rich Lerner. Frank, as weekend golfers know, there's always part of your game that you're focused on. So I'll ask the question, what are you going to be looking at here today?
Tee to green, Rich. I know people always say putting's important. I'm not going to say it's overrated, but tee to green. If you want to play good golf day in, day out, fairways greens. That's the secret.
Oh, not holding back. This is a big swing.
Now that definitely finds the rough off the first tee. Certainly not the start he was looking for.
So a missed fairway at one, now his second. A very makeable 8-footer for birdie. Oh boy, that seared the left edge, but it didn't want to go in. I said very makeable. Apparently it's very missable too. So he'll finish up for par. Shake of the head there. He had a good look at an opening birdie, but he'll settle for a 4. All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. This is a 13-footer. Okay, no damage there. Back-to-back pars to get the round going.
Somehow that ball went through the trees. Actually, it didn't scrub too much speed off it. It's going to be all right.
Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Not much left here for birdie. And he indeed takes advantage of the par 5 third. It's a birdie. He's into red figures for the round at 1 under.
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though.
And that's going to leave some work, but it'll end up okay. Not a problem. That's in for birdie. And that score moves to 2 under par. Boy, just far too strong with a tee shot there, and this winds up flying the green. Second shot now, here at the par 3. But those are the shots that turn what you'd like to be a leisurely stroll out on the golf course into a day of hard work.
Yeah, what could have been a tap-in is now going to be a grind.
Okay, can't take putts that length for granted, but that's in for a par. I like it. I like it a lot. He's going to love it if he can get out of here with a 3, and that's a possibility. Oh, hang on now. That was an ambitious roll there for eagle, but that is going to continue all the way off the green. Just going to sneak on by. Yeah, good concentration there. That's a distance where a putt could get away, but that in for a par. Oh, this doesn't look promising. Oh, and that is a tough break there off the rocks and then right into the hazard. Two wayward shots. Now a third to the par 3. That is absolutely fine. Yeah, that's a good escape right there. Out of bounds off the tee, but in the end, it leads to just the one drop shot. Oh, that is way right.
Oh, that hit that tree hard and bounced straight into the rough.
Ball appears to be sitting up here in the rough at the 16th hole. Decent lie, but you just won't be able to get it to spin. See what he can do now with this, his second shot. Might have stubbed that one a little, and that ball not going to get to the back of the green. This is a 9-footer. That slides by to the right. Just never had that on target. So he'll finish that off. It'll be back-to-back bogeys here, and it'll drop him back down to even for his round. Is starting up the right side.
Well, that drive was enormous. I know it's in the rough, but that is long.
Okay, that's acceptable there. That had a pretty good line. Very close to going in. Well, he gave that birdie putt a good run, but par is all I'll have to show for it. Frank, pleasure as always. I'm sure we've got lots more rounds to look forward to.
Yeah, well done, Rich. We fooled them again.
So, for Frank... Today from historic East Lake Golf Club in Atlanta, Georgia, this is EA Sports coverage of PGA Tour golf. With Frank Nobilo, I'm Rich Lerner, and Frank, of course, we know East Lake as the home of the Tour Championship, but talk to me a little bit about the course itself. What kind of players typically do well here?
I actually think someone that draws the ball, Rich, has a sort of a better chance of playing well around there than someone that fades it. We've seen that really of the professionals that have played well there. A lot of the trouble's on the right-hand side, so you want the ball moving away from that. And, of course, the 2 9s themselves are a little different. 1 9 a little flatter and the other one sort of uphill and down dale. But anytime you go on where Bobby Jones really played most of his golf, you're going to one of golf's oasis.
This is turning a little to his left.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Working from the rough, here's his second at 3. A straightforward look here for birdie. Yes, nicely done. It's in for birdie, and it's into red figures now at 1 under par. No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. The big drive got him here. Now a short one for his second. Okay, sensible play right there, and that one on deck. Let's bring in Nota Begay III for a look at birdie.
And this is a little bit of a slippery one. He's going to have to exercise some caution. Slightly downhill with right to left action in it.
Nope, didn't play enough of the break, and that'll be short as well. Disappointment there. He'll brush it in, and that'll be just a par. And that is dead center right down the middle here to start the hole. Now a big spot here for something good. This is a short second to the par 5. Well, that one had to feel good.
Yeah, it struck it so well. You could see that by the reaction of that ball when it hit the green. Landed so softly.
Oh, yeah, that's how you take advantage of a par 5. It's in for an Eagle 3. Superb. So a big drive, and not much needed to carry here for his second. Well, too bad, Frank. That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
Okay, probably was expecting a little more from this hole after the big drive, but he does walk away with a par. And that will do just fine. 70 yards. All that's left here for his second. So a tap in there. Some nice work around the green with the flat stick. Going to let him come away with a par. Oh, yeah, nice shot there, right of the hole, and he'll have that for his birdie. That's a good putt right there. That's a birdie, and it is back to 1 over now for the round.
That got a fortunate bounce. It'll be just fine.
So can he capitalize on the break here? His second from the short grass. This will move to his right for birdie. Yes, well done there. And back to even par now on the day. Yeah, that one going to chase down the fairway a little, and it'll wind up perfect. So the great tee shot left him here. Now his second from relatively close range. Yep, played that nicely. That'll work out just fine. 10-foot putt left. Yeah, walk that one right in. That's a good putt. And it's in for a birdie. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. Okay, little two-footer for birdie, not a problem, and that was well played. Frank, you know what, I think about it. What is it we actually do? And it occurred to me at one point. I sit around most of the afternoon and